What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Brews Reviews. I'm Bruiser Brad, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. So as you all know, last month was January, so I decided to do something called Japanuary, which is on Letterboxd. There's this, it's this film social media app where throughout the month of January you can pick 10 movies to watch that were made in Japan. And there's a bunch of different categories. It's a little more complicated, but I just chose 10 movies that were on my list that were made in Japan or by a Japanese production crew that I was interested in watching. So I'm going to go over some of those today, give y'all a few recommendations and give you my thoughts on all of them. And there's some renowned classics in here, but there's a lot of obscure ones too. So maybe you'll find something you haven't heard of, something you'll want to check out, and enjoy. First up, we got Ebirah, Horror of the Deep. Now, this is a Toho kaiju movie in the Godzilla series, technically, because he's in it. And basically, big kind of lobster crab monster comes out of the sea. Godzilla's got to fight it. What do you want? It's a kaiju movie. It's fun. It's not the best one by any means. It's got a pretty solid story. I mean, it's all right. I enjoyed it. So if you like these kind of movies, if you saw Godzilla -1 and you want more, I would recommend going back and watching all the kaiju movies from the beginning. But this could be a good one to start if you just want to dive right in. Next up, we have Tokyo Story. Now this one is pretty famous, popular Japanese drama, classic film, and it lives up to the hype. The drama really sucks you in. Just the familial struggles, and it's a lot more relatable than I thought it would for being a Japanese movie from the 50s. So check it out if you really want to have your heartstrings pulled out a little bit, but also have a little bit of optimism as well. For something way different, I also watched Ichi the Killer. Now this one, like Tokyo Story, is pretty bleak. Unlike Tokyo Story, everything else. So only watch this one if you know you've seen some bloody, gory stuff and you want to take it up a notch. This one's up there. I wouldn't say it's like Martyrs level, but it's pretty brutal. So so fair warning for this one. Only the most diehard Yakuza film kind of fans would enjoy this one. Next up, we have Tetsuo the Iron Man. Now, I had seen Bullet Man way back when I was a teenager. I had not seen this one. It's black and white. It's pretty experimental. So if you're just kind of a casual moviegoer, you're probably not going to get a lot out of it. It doesn't really have a discernible plot, at least not on the first watch. But it's got a lot of great effects, and you will enjoy it if you're into like body horror, kind of like techno phobia kind of deal. It's pretty cool stuff if you're into experimental film. Now, Death Kappa. This was a fun one. It's technically a kaiju film, but it's also kind of a spoof of kaiju films. So if you've never seen one, you're not going to get a lot out of it. It's pretty goofy. It goes from like serious drama, or at least trying to be serious, to straight up, dudes in suits duking it out in a miniature city. So take that how you will. I mean, it's not a good movie. It's not a great movie, but it's fun. It's kind of enjoyable. If you're into Japanese folklore and kaiju films and you fit into that little niche, then you'll enjoy it, but it's a hit or miss. Next, we have Castle in the Sky, the classic first Studio Ghibli film from Miyazaki, about a girl who falls from the sky and a boy has to keep her from the government. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed the heck out of it. I had my whole family watch it, and they weren't as into it as I was. But hey, if you like Miyazaki films or animated classics, then this is one of them. Definitely one of them. Also on the list, we had Rashomon, the renowned classic from Kurosawa. It's a bit shorter than most of his movies, but it didn't feel short. It had a lot of great development, and it's kind of a tale of what man will go through to protect himself in the face of criminal danger and pride, stuff like that. So it's a good watch, a little bleak as well, but it was a good time, good movie. And last but not least, we have these three I'm going to group together. It's the Yokai Monsters trilogy. We have first 100 Monsters, Spook Warfare, and Along with Ghosts. They're very different from each other. They're kind of loosely bound just by the fact that all include some kind of yokai or ancient Japanese folklore demons or gremlins or whatever. 100 Monsters, pretty solid drama about tenants getting kicked out of like a housing complex, evil landlord, you know, kind of relatable. And then yokai come out and do some business. And then Spook Warfare is a lot sillier. It's more of just a straight up like yokai battle each other nonsense kind of deal. And then last but not least, you have Along with Ghosts, probably the best drama out of all of them. Really enjoyed the story. And the yokai again kind of take a back seat and show up kind of near the end. You don't even see one until like 30 minutes in. So if you prefer drama, these two. If you prefer silly monster battles, this one. And that's about all I can say about those. Thank you for watching. That'll be it for today. If you want to see my in-depth reviews of each of these films, you can follow me on Letterboxd. I'll put a link down low. And it's, you know, just a good social media site for film if you're into film at all. If you like this video, let me know. I'll do some more kind of film review stuff. And if it's not really your thing, then that's okay. We'll do some other stuff later. But anyway, thanks for watching again, and see you next time.